up, guys? All right. So, today I'm going to be going over tips on how to meditate, learning how to meditate to get into a meditative state, because a lot of people, they know it's hard. They know it's hard once they try to start meditating, because at the end of the day, it's all about stop it. It's all about silencing your mind. So we meditate so that we can control our emotions and so we can control our reactions to life. Because when you meditate, the goal is to find all the answers that you seek. So like if you have answers in life, right? Let's just say if you could talk to God, what questions would you ask him? Right? I don't say him because it's not a male. If you were to talk to God, what would you ask him? Stop, Eddie. Because at the end of the day, that's what you're doing in meditation. You're going into it with questions or, with an intention. What do you want out of it? You want tranquility, you want patience, you want peace. Maybe you want a good job. Maybe you want some abundance. Maybe you want to make peace with somebody, right? Whatever it is you want, you can get it out of the meditation as long as you're willing to silence your mind. Because people's minds are always running. Like, a lot of people just don't know how to listen because their minds are always running. They want to say something. They're thinking about something. They're daydreaming. They want to tell you about what you already said. They want to respond to what you're saying. And so meditation is all about just being quiet and listening to yourself, because like your inner self, like that deep, deep part of you that you're most likely disconnected from because you just keep living your life. You don't come back and pay attention to yourself. That inner deep self of you it wants to answer your questions, and it wants you to connect with like a very, like, let's just say very integral, very harmonic part of yourself. So when you're meditating, it's like you're calling God. It's like you're trying to kind of like find yourself. So what you do is you kind of set your space. It's always good to have like sage or palo santo. And these things are just like plants, that are dried that you burn in the air, because these plants, like the energy of the plant, just like marijuana, it has a spirit, it has an energy. The energy of the plant will cleanse the air depending on what type of plant you're using. So that's why it's important also to learn about your plants, learn about your trees and things like that. So you can use that to clear the space, because there are walking entities, there are walking spirits, there are just energies around us that we don't see with our eyes. And so meditation, even, the more you practice it, it will help you sense these energies. Like sometimes maybe there's a lot of arguing, at your house and stuff. Sometimes you need to clear the space. You need to clear that energy, because there may be energies there that want to continue, like negative energies, like energies of fighting and negativity, and like just like really bad energies can stay in a house. And sometimes when they're around, they irritate people, and then they make each other fight. So you have to clear the space sometimes. And this is not to get scary. Like, doesn't matter what you believe in, right? Meditation at the end of the day is so you can reach a higher consciousness. And a higher consciousness is like that of, like I said, it doesn't matter what religion you are, whether you're Catholic, Christian, not religious. There is a story of Jesus reaching higher consciousness, how he reached enlightenment at the age of 33. And so it's not necessarily trying to reach enlightenment through meditation, but the meditation itself is a practice that helps you, like I said, calm your emotions, control your reactions. That way life isn't triggering you. That way you are in control of your life. You're in control of the energy that you bring wherever you go. You're not in control of other people. You can't control what other people do, but you can control yourself, your reaction, your state of mind, your emotion, your peace. You can control that. And so meditation helps you do that. It doesn't matter what you think is going to happen to you in the meditation. The intention is to clear your mind and reach a higher state of consciousness. A higher state of consciousness in which you're not judging people, you're not judging things, you're not trying to control other people or other things. You're just trying to reach a state of mind to where you are accepting of others, accepting of everything that is happening, because if you can't control it, all you should be doing is accepting it. So you're reaching a state of acceptance, whether like pretty much if I were, like I meditated this morning, right? I've been meditating every single day for the past 14 days with a group of other people because we're using this quarantine to help better ourselves. So in the meditation, you want to reach a higher state of consciousness. So when you go throughout your days, even though you're stuck in a house, even though you can't go to the store, your kids can't go to school, you can't drop them off at daycare, whatever it is that's going on in your life that you right now in this regular state of mind, you find it a problem or it's an issue or something's in the way or it's just not, it's not easy. Those energies, you change them, you transmute them through meditation by now accepting that it is this way. Things are just this way. Let me accept them. Now, what can I do with my energy to make things better? And that's what meditation does, so that every day you live your life not being surprised by things, not letting things mess up your state of mind. You go through the day knowing that you're in control of yourself only, and you're doing the best that you can. And to keep that state of mind is very hard in a world like what we live in, because people are constantly bombarding you with gossip and drama and issues and look what the news said and so is doing this, and all of these things around you that have nothing to do with you. It's nothing personal. All of those things distract us, and they alter our state of mind. They alter our state of consciousness to one where we're not accepting things. We're not even trying to understand things. We're not trying to listen to things. We're just complaining and we're just feeling bad and we're feeling ignorant. You want to remove that energy. Meditation helps you do that by putting you in a state of mind to where you accept things. You're okay with it because you're in control of yourself and you're doing what you can. So that's what meditation helps you do. That's just the first level of it. There are really deep levels of meditation, but we're not going to go over that in this video because this is all about just learning how to get into the meditation. Like the first phases of meditation, right, is accepting that it's not going to do anything bad to you. You're not summoning any entities. You're not playing with spirits. You are fueling your own spirit to sustain itself. Like you're really just making sure that you're okay, making sure that your mentality is okay, your spirit's okay, that your body's okay. Every time you meditate, it's almost just like a checkpoint for yourself, for you to just check yourself and say, okay, am I thinking clearly? Am I being fair? Are things, am I doing the best I can? Is there something else that I can do to help situations? Should I let some things go? And meditation is literally just a checkpoint. And like I said earlier, you're going in there not really to talk to God, but kind of with that idea of you're going to get an answer out of whatever it is that you need. And we do that always by being able to like silence our judgments, like stop thinking about other people, stop thinking about problems, stop thinking about what we could have done, our past, how we could change things, and just clear out those thoughts until you get to a moment where you're just clear and you're not worried and you're finally like tuned into yourself. You can feel everything again, right? You're in control again. So you want to get to that state. That's just the first phases. Like I said, the deeper states of meditation, they can take you into very heavenly, places. They can take you into spaces of yourself, your inner consciousness, your memories, or even things that we are tied into the etheric realm. It could take you all the way there and stuff, but that's not what you're trying to do. The intention of meditation is to clear your mind and reach a higher state of consciousness. Like I was saying about the story of Jesus, he reached a higher state of consciousness, meaning that he was like God. He was walking around. He was able to heal people through Reiki. If you don't know what Reiki is just a form of healing where you're able and you learn how to control your energy and use your own energy to heal the body of someone else, because they also have an aura. They also have an energy, right? They have, people hold a lot of stuff in their aura. They hold a lot of memories, a lot of depression, a lot of trauma, a lot of scenarios that they wish they could have made better, people that they wish they could have treated better, things they could have done differently, and everybody holds that stuff in. And so meditation helps you shed yourself of all of those bad and negative thoughts, and it changes those thoughts into, I accept what has happened, I accept what is, and I'm doing the best I can for now, from this point on, forward. And meditation just helps you go forward and let go and shed things and reaching a higher state of mind means that you're letting go of a lot of the weight. You're letting go of a lot of the resentment, the anger, the hate, because you've realized it has its purpose. Sometimes it does, but you have to transmute and change those energies into something better, into like strength. Always, pain needs to be turned into strength. And that's what you can do, what you can accomplish through meditation. It is a practice that you have to silence your mind. You have to shed yourself of any negative and heavy things. You might feel like you can't let things go, and you might come out of meditation crying. That's so normal. That's letting things go and, going up higher, because the more weight you drop, the higher you can go, right? Like if you're climbing a ladder, this is symbolic. Think about this. If you're climbing a ladder and you have a backpack, with all of those thoughts, all of those mistakes that you made, all the money that you lost, all of the people that you lost, right? And I'm getting emotional because I'm into that. I'm in that moment right now. And you have a backpack with all these things on you, and you're carrying that shit around with you all the time. How is that going to feel once you get older? Like, do you see your grandparents and your parents, the pain that they're carrying from their traumas of their life? You're supposed to let that shit go. You're supposed to change those traumas, that pain, into strength, into wisdom, so people can come to you later and they're going to say, how did you get through this? Grandma, mom, in the future, they're going to say, I need some help. Like, can you counsel me through this? You're going to be able to do that because you're not going to be triggered by the pain that hurts you. Instead, you're going to tell them, but it was good for me because I learned this, this, and that, and this came out of it, Instead of saying, oh, that was horrible. Life is horrible. Oh, everything gets harder when you're old. You have all these things that you regret. No, it shouldn't be like that. It needs to be like, oh, no, you did what you can and you can still keep going, right? Because that's what a lot of people, their mistake is, they just say, I can't do nothing about it, or I give up, or it's too late. It's too late to learn English now. Grandma, you're going to live another year, guaranteed. I'm pretty sure you can learn English within that time. It's too late to learn how to drive. Okay, well, you just give yourself the patience and you'll learn it, So all of these things. So meditation is good for you. It is not to summon up demons. It's not to be calling entities and making friends and packs and shit like that. No. It is about letting go of things that are hurting you, that you think maybe you even buried, stuff from your childhood. You think that you let that shit go. But since you haven't actually faced it and talked to it and put yourself back into that moment, because you keep pushing it away. You keep saying, oh, it's all good. It's all good. No, like, I let that go. When I was a kid, oh, I let that shit go. No, I was just a kid. I was ignorant. No. And you're not putting yourself into that moment, because you need to go back in time into that moment. And instead of feeling pain, like, be mature, be yourself now and say, that was good for me because I learned this, this, and that. And I gained that wisdom. And that's strength. That's pain turned to strength. So that's what meditation is. Makes you a stronger person. It makes you more robust, like ready to face shit, because it's like, no, I've gotten knocked down. That's a cool, like, I can get back up. Right? So the deeper states of meditation, we're not even going to get into that, because that's not until you've actually realized, who you are and what you need to do, to get through, the stage. Because a lot of people think that you just die after this and you go to heaven or whatever, you go somewhere, and they think that everybody goes, or like, not that. Everybody is going to meet each other in the future. I guarantee you that. We're not going to disconnect. But I'm saying that people have this idea that is just like that, and that they can carry that backpack with all of their pain and their trauma into this gate of heaven. Like, you have to change that into strength before anything like that can happen. But of course, it's deeper than that, way deeper than that. So make sure that you're doing the best you can in this physical realm by not disconnecting yourself from the spiritual realm, because it's always there. That spiritual realm is that energetic realm where you can feel and sense things, but you can't really see it. So don't disconnect yourself from that, because then you're going to be ignorant. You're going to lose sight of the deeper meanings of life. So, some notes I wrote. So, like, right now, everybody's in quarantine and stuff, right? And a lot of people were saying, like, I can't handle it. Oh, I'm going crazy. Oh, I'm so bored. And that's normal. Like, it's normal to be bored. But if you can't handle the thoughts that you have on a regular basis, then that means meditation is something you should be practicing, because maybe you have a lot of negative thoughts. Maybe you get a lot of anxiety. Maybe you think a lot of negative things are going to happen, right? A lot of people are like this. It's okay. You're not the only one if you are. I used to do this all the time. So a lot of people have these thoughts, and like, they can change those thoughts with meditation and change those pains and those sorrows and that fear into strength, because you need to clear out your subconscious. You have so much trauma or so much programming from movies, from the news, from the own things in your life, your own mistakes and worries. You have all of that in your head, and that's why it keeps coming up in little thoughts, in like little scenarios and like little fantasies that are really bad for you. So you need to let them go by changing them into like stronger ideas of life. Because the news doesn't make things easier. It doesn't give people a lot of hope. It gives them false hope, and hope that's like very shallow, but it's not like healthy for people, you know? It gives them anxiety and stuff. So if you're that kind of person, if you can't handle your own thoughts, it's because you need to clean them. Like, you need to clean your filters. That's what we call it, like in the sovereignty mentorship. Cleaning your filters. You can't see, like your car, when your car's really fucking dirty, the filters are dirty, the oil is dirty. When all of that stuff is in your car, it can't run its best. It can't run super fast. You can't floor it, right? All these different things. When you clean the filters, you clean the oil and everything, the car runs good. So your vehicle is like a car. You need to clean your filters, clean your organs, clean the way you look at life, your lens of life, like how you see life. Is you think the world's gonna end? You think that you can't handle being at home for a fucking month? If you're thinking negative like that, you need to clean your filters, because it's not that bad. Like, you could be spending more time with your kids, teaching them so many things that school's not gonna teach them. But people are not like cleaning their mind out. They're like letting all this junk pile up and thinking that they're gonna go on through life, like, you know, making use of it. So that is the purpose of meditation. If people can't handle their own thoughts, it's because they're never cleaning them out. So that's just my tips for meditation. Like I said, Palo Santo and sage and stuff. It helps you clean out the space, because like I said, sometimes when we argue and we do different things, there's trauma in the room. There's energies. If you don't open your windows too and let the sun in, let the air flow, then if you don't wash your bed sheets, if you don't clean up your room, there's energy, like there's real energy that is stuck in the corners of the room, underneath all of your junk, in between your clothing, in your bed sheets. Germs, bacteria hold on to energy and hold on to memory. So if you're not cleaning your space, this is what feng shui is. If you're not clearing things out on a regular basis, it's going to hold on to bad memories and bad energy. If you're not clearing out those thoughts, you're going to hold on to those bad memories and bad energy. So I hope you guys liked this, and I hope it was useful if you understood it, because there's so many deeper things even within this. If you go back and listen to this again, you're gonna hear something you didn't catch the first time. So take care of yourself, learn to just be still, be chill, and I'll see you guys later.